it is assignment 36, and this is going to be super simple today. It is just comparing and ordering integers. I might throw in near the end of the period, because 6th graders are doing something different. They're doing order of operations. And I just need to see how good your order of operations are. Do you remember doing those?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll test you later. All right, so,
We're just doing whatever.
right, no, we're not. This is 7th. You're on a different track. All right, so here we go. So of course, as you go to the right, the numbers are larger. As you go this way, furthest from the 0, the numbers are getting smaller. If I'm comparing any two numbers, and it's not so important when I've got a 7 compared to a -7. You know, a positive is always going to be greater than, and by the way, the greater symbol, I don't say alligators eat the greater one. No, I don't. Is the greater number gets 2 dots, the smaller one only gets 1. So that tells me the direction that I need to go. That where you might need the number line sometimes is if I have a -7 and a -3. So there's a couple different ways you can think about it. The one furthest from the 0 is the coldest. So the one furthest from 0, so here's our 7, and here's our -3. So which one would be the lowest? The -7, the one furthest from that. Or, again, I would think of temperatures. For me, temperatures works good when I've got a double negative comparison. I always look at which temperature is colder, 7 degrees below 0 or 3 degrees below 0. 7. The bigger the number, the colder that it is. So the colder one gets, the colder is the lower, so the lower only gets the 1 dot. The lower one gets only 1 dot, the larger one gets 2. So -7 is less than -3. Yes, sir? Yes, it is. It is the 6. All right, so before I actually do this one, I should have told him I didn't even want to do this. I don't want to do this actually. We'll do a couple of these together, and then we're going to skip some. But let's go ahead and look at these. This is how easy it is. So going straight down, -1 is what compared to +1? It is colder, and so that means it is less than. Let me get this in focus. So this is 1 dot, 2, and after a while you won't have to put the dots. You'll know how to do it. Okay, now here's 2 cold temperatures. Which one is colder, 14 below or 12 below? 14 below, so it gets the 1 and 2. Then, on this one you have to do something. What do I have to do on this side? Change it to a positive. So that becomes, which one's actually colder? The -17. Okay. Then, what happens with this? It becomes a +5, so make sure that you show, what that is. So it's so therefore they are what? They are equal. In fact, I should have actually, we'll do this, we'll do these last 2. I'm doing too many for you then. We'll figure it out. Okay. So what is this one here? It's +4. And this one is what? It's a +4 also, so therefore they are equal. Then let's do these 2. This is a 2. This one, who knows what this one's going to become? This one.
That one. That's a negative.
Yeah, because it's positive, but then there's a negative on the outside, so it is a -2. So this one is going to be what? Yeah, it's going to be warmer or positive, so it's got 2, this has got 1. Okay. Then this one right here, this is positive, so actually don't just put, if they're equal or greater than, show me why. Convince me that that's an 8, and what happens here? it becomes positive. Negative times a negative is positive, so therefore they are equal. But I'll show you how that answer bank works in just a second. So what is this one going to become? Very good, because this is positive, but then because we have the negative on the outside, it becomes a -7, and so therefore it is equal. This one becomes what? Positive. So it's just a 51. And this one is, you guys are good with these. Okay, so therefore, positive is always greater than the negative. And we'll finish these last two. So this one here on the 34. Yeah, so it is, because that's going to turn positive, but then we've got the negative on the outside, so it's -5. And then when I have two negatives, I always say, which one's colder? The 14, which means it's the lower, which means it gets the less dots. Then we'll look at this one. What is that one? So positive 22. Very good. Wow. Okay. So therefore, is greater. So here's how the answer bank works. I've grouped them in like 30 in rows of 2. So I've got 15 to 22, 23 to 30, 31 to 38. Oh, that's those set we just did. 31 through 38. So let me count how many equal signs there are on these 2 rows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot. So let me see. Did we find 1, 2, 3, 4? Yep. So those are right. Okay. Then let's see how many greater thans there are. There's 1 greater than. There's 2 and 3. So, and do I have 3 greater thans? Yeah. 3 greater thans. And the only thing left should be 1 less than. Okay, 1 less than. Do we have a right there? And that's it. And those are the 8. Yes, ma'am.
When we do 39 to 42, do we have to put why? Do we have to...
No, thank you. Thank you, thank you. No, you don't have to explain anything.
I already explained that.
You're such a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
But you don't need to. So, gosh, you guys are ahead. Okay, on this one, I have no answer bank because I'm not that thrilled with this, but we can look at it. What is the, it says write the integer that comes just before and just after the number. If you can kind of get a hint on the number line. What do you think on the number line, the number just before? Going more towards the left. Negative 20. Then comes negative 19. Then what? And in fact, I'm going to put this in the middle. Then the negative 18. So I'm going to include this one so you can see it a little bit better. Then the one behind this one is?
-4.
Whoa.
-7
Hold on, it's not -7, people. It's not -7. It's not going to be -7. It's going more to the left. In fact, look at this. Here's the -8. What's the one to the left of it? -9, right?
This is before and after.
So, but what is the one before it? The one before is a -9. Yes. So it's -9. I would put these in order, yes. And then have this number be in the middle. And then the one after would be the -7. Okay. So this is right here, this is our before and after. But you can see it better if you put all 3 of them together. So what's the one before -50? -51. Again, it's on the number line. This is going to be colder than this one. And then what goes after the -50?
49.
-49. I didn't think I wanted to do this, but I guess we have to.
I did it the opposite way. So
You can't. You have to do it this order. Because then you're putting the one before and then after. They want the one before and after, just like on the number line. So if we had a number line, it would go in this order. So please put them in that order. So this one, what's to the left, and that's maybe how I'll say it. What's to the left of the 0? Negative 1. Then would come the 0. Then comes the what?
1.
Positive 1.
Do we have to include the number?
I would include it. I would, because it makes more sense. Go ahead and put all 3 down.
I got a question.
Yes.
Wait. On, I just looked up the second page to see what it is. A number.
Okay, I'm not going to go to the second page yet. Yes.
Couldn't we just do like for a, couldn't we just do negative 20 and negative 18 instead of doing it? She wants it like that.
She wants it like that, Mason.
It kind of shows where this number would be in relationship to the number line. It would be here, here, and here. It's not that much difficult. What's before the 79?
78.
Now this one is 78, 79, and then the 80. Because it takes us just as long to write and as it does that. Okay.
I mean, you could just write it.
Right. But guys, we're thinking about it too much. All right. So what number is this actually?
10.
Oh, I wonder if they want me to put the. But I wonder if in the book they want me to put like the negative of negative 11. Huh. I wonder if they want me to do that. I'm gonna peek. Well, okay, guys. They don't. Okay. So that's good. So yeah, this would be a positive 10. So the one before it is what? 9, 10, 11. That's our order. And then this one is what?
6.
This is 6. So our sequence would be what's someone before it?
5, 6.
5, 6, 7. There we go. Done. So we're done with that. Then you're going to, you can do those, right? The integer. I don't have mixed in. Oh, yes, I do. Duh. Of course I do. Do I have answers for 1 through 6?
Oh, for sure.
Yes, 1 through 6 is right here.
Isn't it like row to row is like column to top or like?
All of there's all 4 of these answers in different order on the back. Okay, but you're going to get 2 false and 2 trues. And one of them they've already gave to you because they already gave you this. They already gave you true. So we can already take one of them off. Okay. And then, oh gosh, you have hardly any work to do. Man. Okay, so now we're on the back. Who had a question on the back? I haven't even read it yet on the back. I don't know. Okay, so on these, okay, so listen carefully. If I listed all of them, I would be telling you the answer. So all I do on the answer bank, it says put them from least to greatest. And when I say that, I'm thinking coldest to hottest. So I don't want to do these because you don't have enough to do. So which one is the coldest here? Now, you don't have to write it again, but I just am because I just do that. So -6, the next coldest one would be the -3. Then we hit the 0 on the thermometer. Then we go up and find the what? The 3, and then the temperature 5. But on the answer bank, okay, if you're going to check your answer bank, I don't put that whole thing because you'd say, oh, let me just copy that down. So all I'm giving you is the first digit. Did I do that? Oh, that's on the, yeah. That's on problems 43 through 48, which is 43 through 48. They're chunked in groups of 6. So I'm giving you the first letter, a first number, which is my series should start with a -6. Do you see why I don't give you all of them? Because you just go over and copy. But this is just going to help you get on the right track. All right, do we need? What's that? I think so too. But at least this will give you a start. For example, you're so used to doing least to greatest. You're so used to doing least to greatest that probably you're going to start here with a -19. So then I'd look over my answer bank. Am I on the right track? That is what problems? 49 through 54. 49 through 54. Oh, there's no -19. I must have done something wrong. So at least this will, I better read that again. I better read that again. Oh, it says greatest to least. Yeah, so again, the greatest would be, oh, this one here the example is a good exercise. The greatest is the hottest. So the least is the coldest. The greatest is the hottest. So if I've got all these numbers here, which one is the hottest or the warmest? The -1, that's closest to 0. And then we're going down the thermometer. -1. Then what's the next coldest? -3. Then -5. Again, you don't have to write this over because I've already written it. But I just do it just so you can see. So I'm going to look on my answer bank and see, did I start it off correctly with a -1? And yes, I did. There's my -1.
Imagine watching the news and they say the high temperature is going to be -1.
Oh, that's too cold for me. That is too cold for me. So I did the same thing here. You're going to read it, list them from highest to lowest, and it's going to tell you how to, these two, the exact answers are there, and I believe for these. So, yes, you're also going to do those. Those are fun. I like those. Okay. Then, the last thing you're going to do, and this is simple, same thing. How do you do it? It's easy. So 8 is what? Greater. And so here's the greater symbol. So where you see the number 6, you put the letter O.
This seems like one of those, like the first half of it seems like what you do for like I think the puzzle would be like.
Well, but it doesn't take you that long, and you're gonna whiz through this so fast. The thing about the puzzle is if it doesn't spell a word, you know that there has to be something wrong. And you can call me right over and we can fix it. Do I need to do any more of these? Okay, listen, okay, you can do it.
I was sure for the first number, it says 50, but I think it was supposed to.
Which one are you talking about, sweetie?
For 54.
54?
On the back.
Okay, wait a second, 54. Okay. Again, I took these from the textbook, so we'll see. The greatest one is 40. Does it not say that?
No, it's just 50.
Oops, that's a typo. Okay, sorry about that. So you get double candy. So that should be 50 to 54. Yeah.
Did you want us to do the word problems?
Yes, you're going to do the word problems, and then you're going to do these two and that. You've got plenty of time. And go at it, people. And I'm going to stop this video.